Yo, it's
Welcome to the diary room.
oh my. I'm not sure if you guys know how excited I am right now. Holy shit.
Well, there's a lot going on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
So, all right, well, let's get into it. What are your thoughts on all this drama in the living room?
Mm, Yeah, so honestly, like I don't really care who gets evicted. I actually don't care. Like either them either Chloe or Avery can go. I literally don't care. The main thing I wanted to do was just like spread like just a bunch of shit, a bunch of chaos. And that's exactly what I did, and it was an absolute blowout success. It was absolutely perfect. I mean, it went perfectly. Avery just like completely went off his rocker. I mean, or their rocker. Sorry. I mean, like, oh my god, it worked. It worked perfectly. I mean, obviously, like he found out I'm H. Fuck. Obviously, they found out I'm HOH, right? But I actually don't care.
Um,
I,
uh, Avery does use he, him pronouns, I believe, so
oh, okay.
that's all right.
It didn't. It wasn't in his like profile, so I didn't know. So I just use they when when I don't know.
As he should, period.
Yeah, but yeah, like he obviously he knows now that I made sure it, but I actually don't care. Like I did exactly what I wanted to do, and now I'm just gonna sit and watch. Yeah,
All right,
honestly,
so, oh, sorry, go on.
I might if I get like sharing my screen, like if I get perms to like share my screen, I might like share my screen of responding to Avery's one on one because I after the like all the shit happened, I asked him, "Are you having a good day today?" Because well, yeah, I, I wanted to poke the bear a little more, so I haven't responded to it yet. I feel like if I want to see a live reaction or something like that. I don't know, but yeah.
So, let's get a little bit more into your reign. So,
Hmm.
obviously, you won the second
Yeah,
HOH.
yeah,
Um, So, kind of walk us through what was your plan for the cycle. You ended up putting Avery and Chloe as initial noms, and that kind of got interrupted. So, kind of how are you
yeah,
feeling about everything?
yeah. So as I said, I did like I didn't obviously I didn't expect to win HOH because I didn't think I did good enough on the comp, but apparently I did. So that was the first thing, and then basically, as I said, I wanted to spread as much gas as possible. So obviously, I wanted to like put someone inactive up there because yeah, I was I was having trouble at first. So like I went to like the main thing I just wanted to put someone inactive up there first because what can they do, right? But then I wanted to stir the pot a little bit. I wanted to um, just put someone big up there, like putting somebody like that's probably got in a good position, so that people are going to be shocked and say like, "Wow, he nominated Avery. God damn!" And so yeah, that was the main goal. Like I wanted to just like make people shocked and stuff like that. So I put them up, but then as you know, every gets taken down, and honestly, I didn't. There wasn't really like another thing is that that just like hmm, I it was like really quick decision to put Justin up there in his place. But, like, I think I put him up there for the same reason. I just wanted people to be like, "Whoa," you know what I'm saying? So
All right. So the power veto competition occurs. You ended
hmm
up with the hacker card and you put yourself in it.
hmm
Um, was there any concern on your part
yeah,
that might make you look
yeah,
suspicious, or you just wanted to go ahead and go
yeah,
for it?
yeah. Like looking back at it now, it probably wasn't the best thing to do because like I feel like if people were to like, if I did say I was like the hacker, which I didn't, haven't said, I lied about that by the way. Like if I said I was the hacker, they would obviously like put the pieces together. I picked myself, whatever. I don't think it was like the best move on my part, but I honestly just wanted to play in the video, see how I did. So I just put myself in there, hope for the best. Obviously, I didn't win, but yeah.
All right. Um, so the power veto ends up occurring, and Sky wins the power of veto.
Mhm.
Uses it on Justin.
Yeah,
You put Avery back up on the block.
yeah.
Were you all right with the veto outcome, or
I mean, I was fine with it. I mean, yeah, I was completely fine with it. Like, no matter what happened, right? I the main thing is obviously I've said this a million times already, but I just wanted to spread the chaos as much as possible. And I knew Avery was already pissed off that I put him up there to begin with, and then I mainly just wanted to piss him off again by putting him up there a second time. So that's exactly what I did, and the result was absolutely fabulous. I mean, I couldn't have asked for anything better to happen than for him to absolutely go off like he did, get get personal with Dissolve, especially because the shit he said to him was absolutely fucked up, deranged. I don't even know, like threatening to uh threatening to call somebody's parents over an org is fucking, it's it's crazy. I don't think anyone else would ever do that. I mean, that it's just wild. I lost all respect for him after that. Honestly, after seeing that, that was fucking wild.
all right? Speaking of Miss Sky, she's been going in the living room, letting everyone know she's actually the HOH.
Oh
How
yeah,
have you been feeling about that?
yeah. I've actually enjoyed it. Like I went into the week not knowing what was gonna happen, so basically, so Sky just decides that she's like gonna say she's HOH for whatever reason, and it actually helped me out a lot because like I feel like if she didn't do that, people would have found out like a lot more quickly that like I could have been, HOH, right? So yeah, it I thought it was pretty funny, and I think it helped me out a lot for a while. So yeah.
All right. Very interesting. And the secret assassin, obviously, they made a plot on you, which
hmm
didn't pan out. So,
Yeah.
is there any concern on your part that somebody was trying to target you? Do you have any suspicions who it might have been?
Oh, oh yeah. Like there's definitely, if it's not just one person, then there's definitely a group that's probably wants is probably out for me by this point. So like, I mean, maybe it was Avery, maybe it was somebody else. I don't know for sure, but whoever whoever tried to do that on me definitely wants me out. And I mean, they're gonna obviously they it didn't work, so I mean, better luck next time, Haha. Like, yeah, it was definitely something that actually shocked me. like I felt like I was doing decent enough to be like I was being everybody's friend, and then all of a sudden, boom, secret assassin has decided to try to assassinate you. Wow, like I was like, huh? Yeah, it definitely concerns me. Who I think it is, like actually, yeah, as I said, I don't really know who it is. It could be Avery. It could be anybody. I don't know for sure. I do have suspicions that it could have been Avery, though. It could have been. Don't know for sure, obviously, but yeah.
All right. So with the vote between Chloe and Avery, I'm assuming you have a preference who you'd like to leave.
Obviously, obviously, yeah. I would like Avery to go, but at the same time, I mean, like I don't really care. Either one of them could go. Like Chloe's been, inactive as hell, and then we know the shit that's been happening with Avery recently. There's definitely pros and cons to both sides. I mean, keeping Avery would be actually it actually could be a blessing in disguise for me because it could like that'd be a target to keep around, you know. And so that would be a target that everybody would have on their mind. I could just like kind of lurk into the shadows a little bit. But if Avery does go, it is fine, and like they're definitely going to be after me, and I know that for sure. After this week, they're definitely going to be gunning for me. So I just got to do my best to make sure. Just probably I'll probably just lay as low as possible after this. See what happens from there. Just see how this vote goes, and yeah, we'll just see what happens from there. I mean, yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So have you disclosed your HOH to anybody thus far? Are you planning
Hell
to,
no.
or is it gonna be a secret at this point?
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's a locked secret. It's been that way since the beginning of the week. I was never gonna ever reveal to anybody. Like I've been lying to people already, like past like 20 minutes, saying that like, oh, the crazy thing is I'm not even the HOH, when in fact I am. But obviously, yeah, like I'm obviously gonna keep it a secret, or I'll try to at least. I mean, who wouldn't? You know, like after the shit that's gone down tonight, I mean, there's no reason why I would just say outright that I'm like HOH. There's no reason I would like admit to it. I don't want my cover to be blown. I need to stay undercover for this shit. I want to cause as much shit, as much drama as possible without anyone knowing that it's me doing it. That's the main goal. So yeah, just gotta lie to everybody, and hopefully I should be somewhat fine. I think. Obviously, I don't. There could be something else going on, obviously, but yeah, just gotta play it low key and see what happens.
All right. So kind of rewinding back to the start of the cycle,
Mm,
you did see Luca get expelled.
right.
How do you feel like that affected your game plan?
Honestly, it didn't affect me too much. Like honestly, like at first, I probably would have put him up because like yeah, I definitely would have put Luca up because obviously he was inactive as hell, and yeah, but seeing him get expelled, I was actually shocked because like I honestly did not know he got like all three strikes in like about a week, and so yeah, it was definitely a shock to me. Like it changed my plans just a little bit, but not too much. Like I will say, at first I did want an inactive person to go, but after thinking about it, it's I'm an they don't know I'm HOH anyway, so why not like just do something crazy, just do something hella flashy and hope it works out, right? I mean, yeah.
All right. And you know, at the start of this at the top of the cycle, you guys were all in that VC, playing to be real or to be messy. I noticed you had a big reaction
Mm,
to that in your diary room. So kind
yeah.
of how was that for you?
Oh yeah, I really was actually kind of nervous during that because like obviously I didn't want to reveal myself too much. So, I just tried to honestly just tried to play that as low key as possible. It during that Avery did try calling me out to play because I was like apparently one of the quote unquote quieter ones VC. So, I mean, but overall though, it was definitely a nervous experience. That definitely not something I would willingly do again, but I mean, if something does happen like that again when I'm in VC, it happens. It's part of the game. I can't really do much to stop it. It's just it's yeah yeah yeah.
All right, fair enough. And you know, you were an agent in the previous cycle and you picked some have nots, so you kind of already know how
Uh-huh.
that works. So seeing the have nots for this week, does that do you drive anything interesting from there?
Yeah, I was actually surprised that like Avery and Dissolve got picked because like obviously I don't know who picked them, but I actually was kind of shocked because I was expecting obviously I was expecting Chloe and Jake to be have nots, but like I would have expected like Will and like maybe like the next most inactive person or something like that. Like that's who I would have expected. I didn't really expect two people who probably right now have like really are really like high profile right now. Uh, it definitely surprised me a little bit, but yeah. Oh yeah, I will add that Avery being like a have not definitely also played a factor into me nominating him because like I was assuming that he was already, not feeling well from being a have not. Let's just put him up on the block and see how he feels, right? And so that's exactly what I did twice. And it was an absolute success. I mean, obviously it resulted in this shit that happened tonight and I mean, yeah, it was everything went to my plans and yeah, I really don't care if he goes or not. I just seeing that what I did single-handedly caused the house to fucking turn into a volcano eruption. It definitely made me really happy to see that what I intended to do absolutely worked perfectly. You know, I wanted to piss some people off, and that's exactly what I did.
All right, so going past this week, obviously you can't play in the next HOH, but nobody will know
Mhm.
that. But how you, what do you see your game plan moving forward for surviving the future weeks?
Yeah, obviously, he obviously tried to call me out. So, like, I think mainly, I just want to, try and obviously just stay as hidden as possible, just as low key as possible. I want to lay low for a little bit after this because obviously me getting called out that would raise some eyes, obviously. So I just want to lurk into the shadows for a little bit while I try to figure out what I want to do and how I'm gonna play it the next couple weeks or so. And I'll just ride with that, see what happens.
All right, well, thank you, Tyson. That's all the questions I have. But do you have any final comments?
No, well, yeah, this week was an absolute success for me. Honestly, I did exactly what I wanted to do, and it what I witnessed could not have been anything better than what I wanted to do. I mean, it was just absolutely crazy. Shit went absolutely wild. That's exactly what I wanted out of this. I just wanted to stir up some shit. That's exactly what I did. Overall, just I just gotta lurk back into the shadows after this, see what I want to do. Yeah, yeah. Thanks for having me.
No problem. Good luck with your game plans, and always feel free to come back to the diary room.
All right, thank you.